Hello family. Welcome back to K-Drama Lens. Before we even begin, pause for a second. Let your screen sit still. Because what we're about to talk about isn't just about a gown or a celebrity moment, or numbers written on a price tag. It's about that exact second when admiration turns into disbelief. That moment when beauty stops being just beauty and becomes a conversation the whole world can't stop having. It's about the pause before the gasp, the silence before the questions, the space where curiosity quietly turns into obsession. When young Mei Mei appeared in that gown, nothing exploded immediately. No sirens, no chaos, just silence. The kind of silence that follows something done perfectly. People leaned closer to their screens without realizing it. Some of you replayed the clip. Some zoomed in. Some simply stared, feeling like there was something important happening but not yet knowing what it was. It wasn't loud, and that's exactly why it landed so deeply. Tell me, when you first saw her, did you feel calm, or did your heart skip just a little? Did it feel familiar, or did it feel like a moment you hadn't been prepared for? At first glance, the gown didn't scream for attention. It didn't try to outshine the room. Flowed. It rested on her like it belonged there long before cameras arrived. The fabric caught light softly, not aggressively. The cut felt deliberate, almost restrained. Fans described it as elegant, timeless, quiet luxury. Words like perfect, angelic, and unreal filled the comments. And for a moment that was enough. No one needed more information. The image alone felt complete. For days, the conversation stayed safe. Beauty, grace, how stunning she looked. How confident she seemed. How everything about her presence felt intentional. Screenshots circulated. Fan edits appeared. Reaction videos popped up across platforms. Everyone agreed on one thing. Young Mei Mei looked unforgettable. It felt like one of those moments that would be remembered without explanation. But then something shifted. It started the way these things always do. A whisper. A line buried in a comment. A short clip from an interview. A casual mention of a designer name that made fashion insiders pause. Suddenly, people weren't just admiring the gown anymore. They were asking questions. Quiet questions at first, then louder ones. How much do you think it cost? First guesses were playful. Reasonable. Some fans threw out numbers that sounded luxurious but believable. Others joked about it costing a small house or a lifetime of rent. No one took it seriously. Not yet. The mood was still light, still curious, still harmless. Then the real figures began to surface. Pause the video right here. Seriously, before you go on, think of the highest price you believe is reasonable for a gown like that. Lock that number in your mind. Hold on to it. Don't adjust it. Don't soften it. Because when fans learned the real price behind young Mei Mei's gown, timelines didn't just react, they froze. Posts stalled mid-sentence. Comments filled with question marks. People reread the numbers again and again, convinced they misunderstood. What shocked people wasn't only how high the number was. It was how effortlessly the gown wore that price. No excessive sparkle. No loud branding. No obvious signs screaming, "This costs a fortune." And that's what made it unsettling. The luxury wasn't loud. It was quiet, confident, almost secretive. The kind that doesn't explain itself. Reports revealed layers fans hadn't considered. Rare fabrics sourced from exclusive ateliers. Hand-stitched details completed by seasoned artisans. Custom tailoring that took months, not weeks. Designs adjusted and reworked repeatedly until it matched not just her body, but her presence. This wasn't fast fashion. This wasn't even regular couture. This was craftsmanship at its highest level, built slowly and intentionally. And suddenly, the gown wasn't just something she wore for a moment. It became a symbol, a marker, a line drawn between where she had been and where she now stood. The internet split in real time. Some fans defended it without hesitation. They said moments like this don't come often. That history demands investment. That when you stand at the center of attention, representing growth, success, and years of effort, you don't compromise. They argued that the price wasn't outrageous. It was earned. That excellence has a cost whether people like it or not. Others pushed back just as hard. They asked if any dress, no matter how beautiful, should ever cost that much. They compared it to houses, businesses, entire futures. They questioned priorities. They questioned excess. They questioned the industry itself and what it rewards. Where do you stand? I want you to be honest with yourself. Does the price feel justified? Or does it feel unreal? Does it inspire you or does it make you uncomfortable? What made the conversation even more intense was young Mei Mei's response. Or rather, her lack of one. No long explanations. No defensive statements. No breakdowns of cost. She didn't try to convince anyone of anything. She simply continued moving forward, calm and composed, letting the gown speak for itself. And somehow that silence carried weight. Fans began looking back at her journey. Older photos resurfaced. Past appearances were compared. People noticed the evolution. The gradual shift from simplicity to statement. From safe choices to bold ones. This wasn't sudden extravagance. It was progression. Each look telling a chapter of a story that had been unfolding quietly for years, unnoticed until now. The gown became more than fabric. It became a marker of arrival. And here's the part that truly caught people off guard. The price didn't just spark debate. Sparked emotion. Pride for some. Discomfort for others. Inspiration for many. It forced fans to confront how they view success, value, and worth. Not just hers, but their own. Why does a number change how we feel about beauty? Why does knowing the cost alter admiration? Why does luxury make us question things we don't question when it's invisible? These were the conversations happening beneath the surface, far deeper than fashion. By the time the noise settled, one thing was clear. Whether fans loved it or questioned it, no one ignored it. The gown achieved what few ever do. It stayed relevant long after the moment passed. It lived on in discussions, reactions, and reflections, echoing far beyond the event itself. So now let me ask you again. Knowing the craftsmanship, knowing the intention, knowing the story behind the stitches, does the price still shock you the same way it did at first? Or has your perspective shifted even slightly? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear where you stand. Not as a fan, not as a critic, but as someone witnessing a moment that made the world pause. And if you're still here with me, thank you. K-Drama Lens, we don't rush stories. We sit with them. We feel them. Because sometimes the most shocking part isn't the price itself. It's what it reveals about us. Like, subscribe and stay close. Some moments sparkle and fade. Others linger. This one is still echoing.